Hello YouTube, impromptu review. So I just ordered another AGPTEK MP3 player. This one is a little bit bigger, a little bit more heavier than my old one I used to have. I have not finished a review on that one. It's been 3 years now. I will say this much: that old MP3 I had amazing battery life. Only problem was that the buttons were a little clunky, and I felt like it was kind of hard to navigate through the screen, especially when trying to get to the scroll through music, because it didn't organize it or alphabetize it. It put whatever order you had them in, that's what it came in. But this is it's a different type of it's model model M6 with 8 gigs and an input thing. From what I experienced with the last one, last one had amazing battery life. For this one, the difference between this one and my past one, it's a little bit bigger, bigger screen that actually shows a lot more. We'll go in depth more real quick. A lot more buttons, and actually has a built-in speaker, which I thought it could sound like crap, but it sounds pretty well. Now, real quick, I'm gonna jump into this packaging. Came in with the amazingly biodegradable, I think they're biodegradable, or at least recyclable air packages. Only one was busted. It was nicely wrapped in that right there. Came with where are they at? Let's put this right here. So, and on the description on Amazon does say that it comes with headphones. I have the jack somewhere over there, and it does have an instruction manual. Here it is. Yes. I've not read the instruction manual yet because it's an MP3 player. I just I go off of feel. So let's cut this thing on. I've charged it and put some songs on it too. So power button's on the side. See right there. There's your power button. There's your mic. There's your additional input for memory. So there's on some songs I already listened to. I'm a screen setting a little bit bright. So scrolling through this, you have your record option. You can actually put video on here, which I'm not going to do because I have no reason to do that. Your tool menu, so you can set a calendar, stopwatch, and an alarm. So this is a miniature alarm too. Your language you can go through. I'm not going to go through all that because I can't read that language. Have your time, date. You can set all this to whichever your fancy is, and it's honestly not too complicated, at least for that. Now, I also set a calendar too. Whoopsie. Shut down. Factory setting. Time, date. Time. Set format. You need to do 12 hours or 24-hour format, whichever your fancy is. Time set like that as well. And folders. Yes. Now, it does come with sorry, eye itches. It does come with a built-in radio. See, this channel should be a talk radio. Do it a 98.1. Alright, cool. So it does pick up music like that. You can also pause the music too. Turn off radio before I get caught off for copyright. Picture format, no pictures available, because unless you're doing something spexy in high school. Also, when it comes to this too, let's go to your last song played and let you update the list as well. Let's go with albums. There's your albums. Here's some stuff you have on there. However, you have your music titled, or as far as your subtitles go on it. Now, burp. Oh, excuse. Now, instead like songs and whatnot, set a playlist. You can, once you click on the song, you can go over to here where its little dashes are. It's kind of hard to see, but that's where you can go. Go to home, play mode, This is where you can start creating your playlist. Your equalizer here, I have it set for funk because I like it funky. You can show lyrics, so if your song had already had lyrics in it, you can basically learn it or put them in there. Variables, I'm not even gonna mess with that. Repeat option, delete. Now in my old MP3 player, there was no option. There was no delete button. You had to plug it up into the computer just to remove and take off songs, which is I can see that. But here's the speaker though. Which is nice, you know. Now, I'm old school. This is why I keep everything separate. My phone is not my MP3 player. I'm either doing one or the other. So this is nice for like if you're like camping or hiking, or if you're in service and you're at your annual training. If you want to have a little music but not be obnoxious, this I would recommend. Battery life I have not yet seen on this one, but if it's anything like my last one, the battery life was amazing. That old one I had, I could plug it up. I can count out of 3 years I've had it. I've charged it. It includes putting songs on there about 90 times. And if I recall right, I mean, it may sound like a lot in like 3 years, but if you have something for 3 years and you charge it for 90 times, how often do you charge your cell phone? Let everyone think about that for a second. But also it does go to this. It goes to power saving mode. When it goes to power saving mode, it does go black. You can still scroll through your songs. It's not going to hurt anything. If you want to see the screen again to get back to the main menu, press your power button over here. Brings up the screen again, and wherever you were last off. Now, what I was saying, right. So the life on the last model I had of this, not this model, but there's like a Walkman model where it had to actually basically count how many steps you took, and when it did that, there was the power battery life was amazing to the point where I left it in a hot car for about a little bit more than 2 weeks, about 16 days, no charge. I came back, it was down only 1 bar. 1 freaking bar. If I recall right, I've only let that thing run out of power once. Because it only happened once. The battery life is amazing on it. That's just the first part of this review. I'll check back in with y'all in about hopefully a couple months or so. And we'll get on with the second part of it. This has been the Heartbreak Dog. It's been your host, Sin, for today. We'll be back with more Back on the Island and back the Marriott stories coming up later. And that's all I have for this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you'd like to see me do more reviews like this, or hopefully get start putting more effort and editing into it, please let me know. And I'm not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored, not sponsored. My money, no one else's, just my copyright. Yes, it is copy. Okay, that's enough of that. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.